Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Armstrong with today's Therapeutic Talks. I'm doing it on a Thursday because I did not have time to get to it on a Tuesday. If you would please like, subscribe, and share as we get ready to go into today's Therapeutic Talks. I would like to give a shout out to my lovely wife, Danelle, for giving me the subject for today, which is acceptance, the good and the bad. Acceptance, the good and the bad. Acceptance is something that is taught and talked about in psychology. However, we never really deep dive down into what acceptance really is. So today, I think it would be in order for me to just kind of give you a little bit about what acceptance is and how it can benefit you in your life. All right. Acceptance is a fundamental part of human psychology. Plays a vital role. It plays a vital role in mental and emotional well-being. It's about acknowledging or even embracing something, or the reality, I should say. It's about embracing the reality of situations, emotions, and thoughts as they are. Not as how we wish them to be, but as they are. Okay? Let me hit that again. Acceptance is a fundamental part of human psychology. Plays a vital role in the mental and emotional well-being. It's about acknowledging and embracing the reality of situations, emotions, and thoughts as they are, rather than trying to change, deny, or avoid them. Now, do remember this. It is a key element in a therapeutic approach, okay, to include a concept of psychology which we have now coined mindfulness and acceptance and commitment therapy, better known as ACT. Okay? There's a whole therapeutic model for acceptance therapy. All right? Here's a look at the positives for acceptance. And as well, we will look at the bad as well. But let's look at the positive aspects of acceptance. It reduces anxiety and stress. By accepting situations as they are, we reduce the amount of stress and anxiety associated with wanting things to be different. Mind you now, I have created this whole list, so I do have to read it off, simply because to remember all of this would not be suffice for me. All right. It reduces anxiety and stress by accepting situations as they are. We reduce the amount of stress and anxiety associated with wanting things to be different. Greater emotional well-being. Acceptance helps individuals to feel their emotions fully and to put them past naturally instead of suppressing or flighting against them or even fighting against them. All right. This can lead to a better emotional balance and stability. Improved relationships, accepting others as they are, which is a major thing, with their virtues and faults, leads to healthier and more honest relationships. Resilience. Acceptance can make us more resilient in the face of adversity. We gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, in which we can foster a personal growth. Now, some of the negative aspects of acceptance is the possibility of complacency. One of the main criticisms of acceptance is that it could lead to complacency or resignation, with individuals accepting negative situations or aspects of themselves without trying to change or improve them. Okay? Complacency, meaning that you just accept things as they are, whether it's good, whether it's bad. That is not a contradictory statement from what I just made. about how accepting things as they are. If something is negative in your life, you need to take the steps to change it into something positive. And you can do it as long as you put forth the effort to do so. It takes intentional effort, folks, to change negatives into positives. Okay? The risk of tolerating harmful situations. Acceptance can be misinterpreted as staying in or enduring harmful situations, such as toxic relationships or abusive environments. Okay? Difficulty in implementation. Acceptance, especially of painful emotions or situations, can be extremely challenging. It requires patience and, for many, guidance from trained professionals. Okay, guidance from trained professionals. All right. And the negative thing, it may not suit individuals, all individuals, or problems. Like all therapeutic techniques, acceptance might not work for everyone or be suitable for all kinds of problems. For instance, someone suffering from severe depression might find it incredibly hard to simply accept their feelings of worthlessness or despair. What I want you to remember is this, folks. Learning to accept things does not mean passive resignation. It's more about acknowledging the reality as the first step towards a active problem solving and personal growth technique. If the situation can be changed for the better, acceptance involves acknowledging the situation as it currently is and then working actively to change it. If the situation cannot be changed, acceptance involves finding ways to adapt and live within a healthy and productive way. In conclusion here, what I want people to know is that whatever your situation is, your level of acceptability of what's going on around you all depends on your thought process. All right? For those of us who are people of faith, sometimes we have to put forth and put in action our faith, our belief in a higher power, for me, Almighty God, to accept things as they are. We all know the serenity prayer. We've been taught that for years. God, grant me, right? That access to accept things as they are and to accept the things that you cannot change, it involves maturity, emotional maturity. All right? What we need to do in this day and age, because I'm going to tell you folks, I've been watching some newscasts. Things are not getting any better. A lot of the freedoms that we once had, they are being depleted by the Supreme Court of the United States. All right? And once it's gone there, it's gone. We're about to live in a very totally different world, people. And I want you to be able to accept it. COVID has changed a lot for all of us. The coronavirus pandemic, it has impacted many lives. All right? We've come through it. Now there's time for more change. There are certain things we had to accept that we didn't accept before. We had to learn to accept it. So in my conclusion today, let's learn how to accept the good and the bad for what it is. Accept what you can change. Accept what is out of your control to change. Thank you, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe this weekend. Do enjoy with your family and friends. Have a great day.